Before I start this list, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Baruch HaKodesh, to the apostle, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, who will and teach well. Shalom to 144,000 men that's pushing and believing in His word in all truth and sincerity, and sacrifice their lives always to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening. And shalom to Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father name is Yahweh. His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai. That little one is here, edifying, quick and straight to the point. This video right here will be entitled "These People, World Will Change Part 2. Last week I didn't get the chance to do Part 2 to the video I did last week, but this is a Part 2 of that. So long, summing it up, with meditating on the current state of the world and how these people are and how these modern day Babylonians are. These people are not wired or ready to go through a very hard and trying time. And this time we're going through that will be a very hard and trying time is what? Jacob's trouble. And, with everything that's about to happen, with civil unrest on the rise, it's growing and growing each and every day, and with these elites moving with their plans, these people are not ready for what's about to happen. These people are going to not be able to withstand it, and it's scriptural. A lot of Israelites are going to deal with trouble and these other heathen nations. And people are not ready for their world of peace and a fragile world of peace and debauchery and joking and playing around to come to an end, and these people are not ready for that. So when it's time for all these things to come to an end, these people won't be ready. So I'm not gonna make this lesson too long. I want to be edifying, but I'm gonna go ahead and go to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6 real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6, or I said verse 5. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Right? Keep reading. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail? All faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the very same time. It is even the same time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And yeah, you notice how this gives the descriptions of what? Very hard and troubling and trying times. Jacob's trouble ain't going to be a cakewalk. Jacob's trouble is not going to be something just to wink at. No, this Jacob's trouble, which is not just Jacob's trouble, but these heathens' trouble as well, is going to be a very hard and devious time. Because these people are going to be at edge. These elites are quite literally created this not just created this tactic. They created this society to depend on them. So when things don't work out, when shit hits the fan, and when they close off cash, and when they cut food supplies, which they're doing as we speak, these people ain't gonna be ready for that. These people ain't ready to go hunt and the Lord stripped a lot of these individuals of that knowledge. Not just Israelites, but a lot of heathen too. A lot of these heathen don't know how to hunt and know how to grow and know how to in agriculture. A lot of these modern day people don't, and I'm speaking for myself too. That's why the Lord is that's why the Lord is going to guide the elect, because why? We don't have the knowledge to farm anymore. We don't have the knowledge to do agriculture and deal with crops, deal with cattle, sheep, and all that. We don't know how to do that. So that's why the Lord is going to have to guide us, because why? We don't even have all the necessary tools to quite literally survive in this place. But the Lord's going to give us, now some brothers do, but as a whole, a lot of Israelites don't know how to farm. And it's going to come to a point where what? This is going to be simply keeping your faith to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. And having faith in the Lord, because why? He's going to deliver you. So actually, I got that last. But yeah, in Jacob's trouble, which Ezra saw too as well. Ezra was given I won't even say the blueprint. He was given foresight to see what's about to happen. And even Ezra was like, damn. Like, long story short, he was like, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. And yeah, because Ezra did realize that everything that's about to happen is about to be some very troubling and trying times. So how was it more so us in these days, 2,500 years later, according to the time in Ezra's? So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Actually, what verses I had highlighted? 15 and verse 14. Let me go ahead and grab it. The 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right? Woe to for the sword and their destruction draw nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? So Ezra is seeing what's this great, troubling and trying time. Right? For there shall be sedition among men, which is going to happen, and invading one another, coming in, robbing people, robbing pharmacies, all of those things. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So what? People with high notoriety, people of high status they won't care about who those people are. And that day, everybody gonna be of the same measure, of the same number. It's gonna be complete and utter chaos out here. So these modern day people are not ready for this. And they're not, because you see it in their actions, you see it in their behavior. There's a very small few individuals on this earth that are even if they do doomsday prep and whatnot, it's at the end of the day they gonna either run out of food, or it's gonna be before they elect, or people gonna come and rob and steal it. Things of that nature. But there's a very small few amount of people that's head of the iceberg, as they say, ahead of the curve, as they say. So, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. So what Ezra is seeing these visions of what? Jacob's trouble. And this is exactly what we're going to deal with. Because why? We're going to experience the whole earth is going to experience a good, healthy dose of fear. And if you're not of the elect, or that 1/3, you're going to be destroyed. And it's pretty plain and simple. For because of their pride, the city shall be destroyed. For their great pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Again, we're going to see mighty men in there. They so-called strong men, so-called tough guys, be like women in that day. All these, people that you think they're amazingly strong or tough, it's going to come to naught at the end of the day. Because why? We're going to see a lot of individuals be destroyed in this great big meat grinder, as they say. And not just that, we're going to see a lot of people being put to death in great number. Because why? Their pride is completely out of the roof, through the roof. And this place is almost up. And we're about to see the desolation and destruction of this place. So, but they're going to be protected. Now, that says 2nd Ezra 16, but I'm going to grab this in, Isaiah 41. And you got to grab it real quick. Let's see. Yep, this is Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 40. Actually, chapter 41 and verse 13. Salakia. For I, the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. And yeah, the Lord is going to guide his elect through what? Angels. He's going to protect his elect through what? Angels. And guide them with chariots, things of that nature. The Lord is going to be with the elect. Right? Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said the Lord Yahweh, thy power, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Yeah, so what? The elect are going to be protected. And it's pretty plain and simple. Beginning with the 144,000 men that top of the top of the top, the governing body, and on down. Those men are going to be protected. Right? And ultimately, through the men being protected, women, brothers, and women, or children, they're going to be protected too. And that's who's going to make it out of here. The elect of Israel. Not no other nations, none of that. So at the end of the day, the Lord is only going to look out for Israel and only look out for his elect. Well, he's going to only look out for the elect of Israel. So with that being said, Lord, when this video edifying, before I close out, I'd like to give our praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, or Kakodash. Lord, when this video edifying, nonsense, Shalom.